Alrighty, let's look at the three main helicopter controls and what they do both in the hover and forward flight, because it's actually different for both of those flight stages. Please note that this is a very basic explanation focused on the PPL student preparing for their very first lessons. First up is the collective. It is situated here towards the left of the pilot seat. Its primary effect, it changes the pitch angle of all the blades simultaneously. The secondary effect when the collective is raised is the total rotor thrust increases, which means the helicopter climbs and yaws to the right. When it is lowered, the helicopter descends and yaws to the left. A correlator is a device linked to the collective, and it automatically does power changes when the collective is lowered or raised. And our power changes are shown here in the manifold pressure gauge, and it is indicated in inches of mercury. Just basically shows how much power the engine is producing. And then at the end of the collective, there is a twist grip throttle, which controls the engine RPM. Twisting it to the left opens it and to the right closes it. But all of our helicopters come with something called a governor. It is an electrical device which automatically fine-tunes the engine RPM. In the hover, we use the collective to maintain our height over the ground. And in forward flight, we use the collective to climb and descend. Next up is our cyclic. The primary effect is it changes the orientation of the rotor disc by changing the pitch angle of all the blades individually. So it basically controls the direction of where the rotor thrust is directed. And the secondary effect is that the fuselage follows the orientation of the disc. So moving the cyclic forward tilts the disc forward and the nose pitches down. Moving the cyclic back tilts the disc back and the nose pitches up. When we are in a hover, we use the cyclic to keep our position over the ground. So moving it to the left, the helicopter will start drifting left. Moving to the right, the helicopter will start drifting right. And in forward flight, it is more used for speed and direction. Check out the video link in the description for a practical demonstration of how that works. And lastly, our pedals. Primary effect, it controls the pitch angle of the tail rotor blades, and the secondary effect is counteracting the torque produced by the engine. Now the Robinson R22 has anti-clockwise spinning main rotor blades. The effect this has on the fuselage is to turn in the opposite direction, so to the right. So when we raise the collective, we use more power and the helicopter wants to yaw to the right. And we prevent this by doing a left pedal input. In the hover, we use the pedals to control our direction. So if we step on the left pedal, the nose yaws left. If we step on the right pedal, the nose yaws right. And in forward flight, the pedals are basically used for balance. How do we know if we are in balance or out of balance? We look at the strings, which is there attached in front of the glass cockpit window. And how we know we are out of balance, if the strings are pointing in one direction, you know it's almost pointing towards the heavy foot. So you've got to just step on the opposite pedal a bit more. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Check out some of the other videos.